my desk is a mess. Today we have the Otis Star desktop vacuum cleaner, and already I'm very disappointed with how small this is. Amazon makes things look a lot bigger on their listings, so you never know until you get it in hand. So here is our operating instructions and the unit itself. It's oh, those are brushes. Yeah, they're tiny little brushes. Very interesting. Okay. All right, and then we have, let's see, brush cleaner. Larger brush on this side, smaller brush on that side with a loose hair. Nice. I have no idea what this is. Maybe some sort of attachment. We're about to find out. All right, let's see what we got here. Here's our on and off switch. The battery into the battery slot, ready for work. So we just turn it on. And nothing. Let's see what pushes for, probably to take the battery compartment. Oh. Battery's not included. Luckily I had 2 AA batteries, so they do not say this in the ad. I'm gonna have to double check though. I feel like it's gonna turn on as soon as I make sure it's off. Pop that back on. And let's try it again. There we go. Not a lot of suction power. Okay. Well, that's pretty much the operation of how this works. So now I guess let's test it on something. All right, so I just picked up some dirt off the ground and we're just gonna throw it on here. It works, don't question it. So basically you just turn it on and you kind of just, oh, what? Okay, I didn't think that was gonna work at all. Wow, it actually pulled the stuff up. Okay, hold on. It's definitely making a lot of noise. But, I mean, it picked up like 99% of that. There's like a little bit of like dust that it didn't quite pick up, but that picked up all of that. Holy cow. Okay, I've underestimated this thing. So there's a container in here. I guess you just pull this apart. Oh, there we go. Ah, okay, look at that. Wow, all right. I'm impressed. All right, we got a lot more dirt here. It's a lot thicker. Let's see if it'll pick it up. Okay, let's try the bigger stuff. Wow. Okay, it fusses a little bit. You can hear it make a whole lot of awful noises, but look at that. That is actually very impressive. Okay, you could see some of this dirt right around here. Try and capture it while it goes up into it. Let's see. Beautiful. That worked great. It's a little cumbersome opening this bottom part without it all flying out on you, but overall, it's actually quite easy to clean. Once it's done, you just pop it back on. Not half bad. All right, so let's actually use it for what it's meant for. This is my desk in my office, and it always gets quite messy. Let's see how it does here. Ooh. So first things first, if you have a rubber mat on your desk, this will not work. It wants to get stuck and not move smoothly versus a hard top. So keep that in mind if you're gonna use this. So we're gonna have to kind of walk it over it. I guess if you lightly hover over it, it works. Yeah. Yeah, it did the job. All right, let's see how it does with fine particles. Not sponsored. All right, spilled your baking soda. Let's see how well it works here. Now it's kind of taller than the opening, so we'll see if it kind of just plows into it. Okay. Ooh, immediately. Oh no. It's throwing it all around. Okay, let's just see if it'll vacuum it up. Oh no, what a mess. Look what it's done. I mean, it's vacuuming it up, but also spitting it out at the same time. Oh no. Okay, we'll go back through here. Okay, so it is all over the place. I mean, it cleaned up majority of it. Let's see how much we got here. Yeah, I mean, it cleaned it up, but it's, yeah. Yeah, so it did technically work, but with the fine powder, you have to be careful because the way it collects in here, there's an opening around the entire perimeter. So it just starts flying out. So that's kind of counterproductive. It's not like a truly locked system, so I don't like that. All right, let's clean up the rest here. Let's see if it'll clean it up. Yeah, you see it's just, it's hard to tell on camera, but it's flinging out right now. I should probably tell here. Yeah, it just wants to fly everywhere. So fine particles I don't recommend. I would just spray down your area and clean it up just like you normally would. I want to see how well it does with dust. I would say that does not work really well for dust. So any fine particles, I wouldn't even waste your time using this. All right, so over here is my knife sharpener, and I've got quite a bit of dust from the belt here and just the shavings from the blades. So let's see how well it cleans up here. So far so good. So this is still kind of a powder, but it's a little thicker. Seems to be doing the job. Still don't think it has enough suction to do what it really needs to do. I can't get under here with it. That's the only unfortunate thing. You only have certain spots you can go with it. This is more like a open design. You want it to be on an open table. But I mean, it cleaned up where I was for the most part. Not bad. Okay, so this is gonna be a real challenge. Right here is my polishing grinder where I polish a lot of materials, and it leaves a whole heck of a lot of dust. So this should be a really good test. All right, let's see. Here goes nothing. Ooh, immediately starting to throw stuff around. I mean, it's cleaning up quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Let's see how much we collected here. Oh, goodness. Okay. We collected quite a bit. Okay, this isn't completely fine material, but it is, it's dense, so it seems like it picked it up pretty well. The problem I have with this thing is all of the streaks because of these little bristles, so there's not really much I can do about that. Let me try and go into formation and see if I can really get rid of these lines here. Maybe go in circles. Okay. Yeah, I guess if you come up afterwards, you can absolutely clean up the all of the lines from these bristles right here. I'm thinking if you go in circles, that seems like the best way to get rid of that. Let's try it again here. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I do like these bristles because they seem to be breaking up the dirt. Anything that's kind of been stuck there, because this has been here for a little bit, that it would make it easier to clean up with this vacuum. I just noticed there are actual little tiny filters in this area, completely all around in those little slots. So that's kind of nice, but it still seems like it escapes around here. I mean, you could see with all the dirt, it escapes all around and then it wants to shoot out, especially if it's like a fine powdery thing. If it's something where it's like little chunks of stuff, then it's probably fine. It's not gonna fly out. But if you're doing like powdery type of material, then just know that this is most likely going to happen. I think this could be good if you're cooking because, oh no, the lemon pepper. Yeah, okay. So if you spill seasons, I think that's awesome. Because what job, oh geez, it's very strong. What job working from your desk are you really gonna spill stuff like this? You know what I mean? I think for small spills, not liquid obviously, maybe we should try liquid. No, I don't wanna do that. So that answers that question. Don't get water in this machine or it will break it. Small messes with small pieces of whatever, I think this works great, but anything larger than that or like powdery stuff is just, I wouldn't do it because it's just gonna all fly back out and then you could see how messy this is from it all flying back out at it. So it's kind of making even more of a mess than what you started with. All right, we have a few different spices here. Let's see how well it cleans it up. Got our minced onion. Cleans it up, but she's not happy. And then we have a Montreal steak seasoning. See, a little bit more powdery, it's having more troubles. Okay, rosemary. Okay, and then lemon pepper. Okay, I think it's, oh, okay. I can feel it spraying out. And it's very strong. Okay, so I think there's a limit to how much you can vacuum up at once. But I mean, it picked all of that up. That's pretty impressive. So I think this would be great in a kitchen. I think this would be awesome because you have all smooth countertops. If you spill some seasoning, no big deal. Done, fresh, clean, ready to go again. It's very lemony, peppery in here. If you have a workshop out in the garage, I think that would work better, but just a normal desk on the computer, I don't see what kind of messes you would make for this to be viable to buy for you. But I really like the idea of if you're in the kitchen and you're using seasoning a lot and you accidentally spill it, this will be a quick way to pick it up. It can fit in a drawer. Is this better than a normal vacuum cleaner? No, it's really not. I think this is a very niche thing. Use on your desktop, but is your desktop really that dirty? It depends on what you do. If you work on something that has a lot of pieces that fall off or break or something, then I'd say this might work. Like maybe if you're a hobbyist and you're cutting a lot of paper or something. Let's try some paper really quick. All right, I got some varying sizes of paper. Let's see. Ooh, that works great. Okay, so if you're doing kind of hobby stuff that involves paper or something similar, this works. I forgot to see what this guy is about. Just like, oh, that's that. So I'm wondering if this will actually clean up the finer powders. Let's give that a test. I have a feeling it's still gonna fly out of the edges, but let's see how strong the suction is on this. Oh, nope. Yep, still flinging it in the air. I mean, it does work, but it's this area that's the problem here. So keep that in mind if you want to get one of these. Overall, I'd probably give this, I don't know, either a 2.5 or a 3. It doesn't work perfectly. It could have been designed better. It does clean up small particles to a degree. If you get to very fine, it just starts blowing it all around. I personally, even though I've already bought one, wouldn't buy one and use it. It's nifty, it's a cool little gadget if you want to keep in like a drawer off to the side so you don't have to pull out a whole large vacuum. So I'd say that's not a bad deal. So even after you've seen my wonderful review of this, if you would still like one, I'll at least still leave a link in the description for this below. Personally, I wouldn't buy this just because it's so niche and only used for a very small range of things. But if you're lazy and want just something quick and simple, this could be right for you. Got them lemon pepper steppers.